Alright, so I'm going to reveal the hood to you guys, and I'm probably going to zoom in after I'm done talking my whole spiel. You can see it right here, and it actually looks like a very dry carbon fiber. Like, I have dry carbon fiber on my tripod itself, so I know what dry carbon fiber looks like, and it does have that look, which is surprising, because I've seen the 3M one. The 3M ones look fake, and this one actually looks pretty good. And you can still tell it's vinyl, but it has its own interesting look, in a sense where it does look a lot like dry carbon fiber, but you know it's probably not. So I'm going to start cleaning off the hood to reveal the hood to you guys. And that's pretty much it for today's video because it's cold and I'm cold. Then I'll tell you how it was after I clean everything off. So as you can see, I have it cleaned off and it looks interesting. I kind of like it. Having the different like matte next to the gloss and everything. I like it a lot more than I thought I would. And I don't know if I'm going to try and do the same stuff in the back by the trunk, or if I'm just going to do the realistic carbon back there and change this eventually. I don't know. But for now, it definitely looks really good. You can see this whole side is like perfect going through. There's a little bubble right here, which I know exists. But there's only one bubble, which when I used to do hood wraps before, doing it solo is really hard. Because you get bubbles and you have to lift the whole thing back up. When there's multiple people, you can usually stretch it on really good and get all the bubbles out at the beginning. But I was one person. And all this looks perfect. Right here is a little rough because when I power washed off with the Plasti Dip, it kind of just ripped some of the Bondo off and some of it's still kind of loose under here. So I'm going to have to redo that if I ever rewrap the hood. But at least it looks really good. And it looks better than the last hood wrap as well because even though it ripped off some of the Bondo, it still has this nice hard body line that it didn't have before. So at least that's there, and it shows something, even though it's still tucked in more than the other side, because the hood's still misshapen and everything. But it looks pretty good despite that. And this material is actually pretty easy to work with. It's not as easy as the 3M 1080, because the 3M stuff obviously is 3M. It's going to be really easy. That's like 3M's whole thing is easy. It's regular for VVivid. VVid's usually a bit harder, but it usually has a nicer shine. Like I know one of the harder ones is the paint-like one. I forgot his name, but it's VVivid black and it has a paint-like micro finish or whatever. That one's pretty hard to work with, so I'd say it's easier than that. It's probably one of the better carbon fibers, I would say, if I was trying to be honest. It's easier than the carbon fiber that was my favorite kind, which was, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was the darker one, and it looked like it had a really nice real carbon fiber look. And like the quality of carbon fiber with like the dark resin and everything. So this definitely looks good, and for temporary, it is amazing. And it's not in full sunlight right now, so I haven't seen it in full sunlight either, because it's winter. Even though spring is soon. They wanted to let us know it was winter, and we had a huge snowfall. But still, it looks really good. So I have the real dry carbon fiber here. It's off of my tripod. This also doubles as a walking stick. If you get nice and close, it is a different weave, but it does look pretty similar, although the real carbon fiber is a little like warmer of a color. It's pretty cool, and the dry carbon fiber does have a smoother surface, as this has like a holographic card type surface where it's just 3D carbon fiber. But overall, this is probably the best dry carbon fiber I've seen. Just because how it has like that light reflection in it. I don't know if it's showing up on camera. But it's pretty cool. And at least the hood looks uniform now and doesn't have weird scraggliness from Plasti Dip. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I just wanted to give my little reveal of it since you guys couldn't see it in the last video. And also my 2 cents on the material. It is a really nice material and it's pretty easy to work with. It's, I'd say, like medium actually. Like between easy and medium to work with. Like the 3M 1080 stuff is just amazingly easy to work with. And this is definitely harder, but it's not bad. I've definitely used worse, and worse was from VVivid. And then even worse was Sky something. It was just some cheap Chinese brand of carbon fiber. That one was really awful, and that one didn't last. But at least VVid's a brand name. They usually tend to last, based on what I've heard. I haven't had it on my car long enough to really know. But it seems to be a really good carbon fiber. I have a few marks here and there in it. But overall, it looks pretty. And it also has a nice response to heat. That's what we'll say. When you heat it up, it gets very soft very quickly, which allows it to stretch, and it also has a really good tack once you attach it, which also meant that it was really hard to pull off when I started going, because I think I had this whole half done, and then there was just like a bunch of bubbles up here, and then I had to pull the whole thing off to redo it. So it's got a strong tack, which is good and bad. It's good because it'll stay where you put it, because it's very annoying when you go and lift things and then you rip the whole thing off. But at the same time, it also makes it really hard to pull off and you need a lot of strength. But it's a really good material, and I'm happy that I got sent it to at least try it out. And it also looks pretty cool with water on it. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. I think I already said that. Obviously, so I am a Throtl brand ambassador. It does help me when you guys sign up, basically. And I actually want some other Throtl brand ambassadors in the area. So Throtl is actually looking for more brand ambassadors. They want to try and get as many as possible in certain areas to help spread more information about Throtl. And you guys could check it out. The site is just down below, and even if you sign up for a free account just to look around, it's pretty cool. And then there's also the VIP account, which is what I have, which gets you 10% off of name brand parts. So Project Move brakes, everything that's like big name brands that's usually really expensive, they make it cheaper. You get 10% off, plus they do price matching, and depending on how it is, because they do contact these people, you can either get just price matching, or sometimes you can get both, depending on the product. The 10%. And also there's the VIP concierge, which is where they talk to you about fitment and your car and see what's really good for your car, if you have any questions or anything like that. And in some cases, they can even get parts that are not listed on their site from like other manufacturers that are not listed. They'll go and talk to them for you and try and get you the best price as well. So they're really cool people. Being a brand ambassador, I get to talk to the people who run it, and they're awesome people. They're out in San Diego, which is where I wish I was right now because snow. But it's definitely something you guys should check out. I'm gonna go do other things right now. So peace out and be legendary.
Stop till we're legends.